So in my last video, I mentioned something about getting out of a traffic light ticket. So I decided that it's time that I tell you that story. To know how I got out of paying this ticket, you have to know a little bit about the backstory behind it. I used to live in California, and my parents decided to move away because California is so dang expensive. At the time, straws were being banned, and in supermarkets, you could get charged for bags. So those two things...
This is the last straw, Amphitryon!
They wanted to get out of California so badly. So eventually, we left to another state and settled there. And around that time, I had a friend who was getting hitched. Since I lived closer to him now, he invited me to his wedding. I went by myself and was still getting to know the area. I wasn't too familiar with the place yet.
Hey, I'm walking here!
And you know how unreliable the GPSs can be?
Make a U-turn at the next legal opportunity.
I can't!
Well, I got lost, even with the GPS guiding me, and I accidentally wasn't paying attention, and I ended up running a red light, and it took my picture in all of my worried HD glory.
Oh no!
I was obviously a little bit pissed that I got my picture taken. I mean, who wants to pay a ticket?
Not me.
Fast forward to about 3 weeks later, there it is. A ticket in my mailbox, and it's for like $250.
Ching!
I really did not want to pay that ticket. But it was then that I noticed something. Something strange. Something a little off. The address on my ticket was sent out to my previous address, and then it was forwarded to me to my new home. See, when the traffic light took my picture, I still had my old California license plates, so it had assumed that the owner of the car was currently living over there in California, even though I had just recently moved. So the ticket was printed in my new state, then mailed over to California, only to get forwarded back to the state the ticket was originally printed at.
What a twist!
I decided to visit the old reliable, the internet, for some information. And based off of what I had read, if you receive a ticket in another state, the odds of them enforcing you to pay is very low. What would happen is that if the ticket is out of state, they would probably get into contact with the cops over in my home state and try to enforce the ticket. But since all of the money would go to the other state and not my home state, the home state cops would be like, "Oh, that's a waste of our resources," to try to enforce a ticket that the money won't even be for us in the end. So I didn't pay the ticket because as far as they were concerned, I was still living in California, and I just let them think that. And then the time came to get my new state license plate. My dad was worried that there was going to be the traffic light ticket attached to the old license plate, and I would have to pay in order to get the new plates. But the lady at the DMV didn't say anything about an unpaid ticket, and I wasn't about to mention anything about it either. So I saved myself $250 that day.